holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Check back 21. I don't even know why this team showed up. Jim. All those special.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 25,
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Wilson, he's going to loft one, deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down and 4, Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
180. I'm coming.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
6-man. Check girls.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Echo.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He gets it to Brown, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Safety's creeping. Hey, we're 33. Pistol.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, Heavy. I know what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Mayfield on play action. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Third and long for Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They must nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. These two teams all tied after one. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Maxwell. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after... What they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Here's Scott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Alert! 57, Mike, 57. Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 13-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Run. Here we go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, D. Go.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch. Point it right. Check Mike 27. Hey, here I come. Blue draw Porkers.
From the gun, Mayfield. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's checking. Crash. Kill. Hurry. Kill. Turn up. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 20. Let's go, D. Tighten up. What's that? D. Tighten up.
Throwing. Mayfield. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Mayfield now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play fake. Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Hey, alert 33. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hurry, hurry.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Right there, 54, right there.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Right, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
61, matchbox play. Undercrush.
They run again with Breida, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Alert! Mike, 57. Strip that ball.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
No, it's nothing.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, alert! Recon, 132 fighter.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 41, watch 41.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. That's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Just go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Run.
Mayfield now from the 50. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Set, 180. They can't hang with us. Joker.
Here's Breida. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
King. Hey. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 57. Mike, 57. Don't get nervous.
Mayfield on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I got him.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
64, weak. Hurry. Hey, alert. Hey, Charlie. 27, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Maxwell. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Check up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Or they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. The extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jaron Reed. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's bring it. Check 24. Check 24. Pistol. Mike 27. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Alert. Hey, check Mike. Point it right. 81 guys.
To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
You know what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check 26. Bang out. Bam.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, 49ers 16. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Got him in. It's Brown. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
56, right there, 56. Switch it, come on, switch it.
Here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they work this out past the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. 20. Hurry. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike, 27. We ain't giving him nothing to do.
Here's Mayfield. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
No. Hey, alert 33. Run. Hurry. Check Mike, 27. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. What's that? It's just me and you. What's that?
Back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Hey, pick your game up. Check 43. Alert flare. Up. Hurry. Get him. You got it. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hurry. Go. 54. Mike 54. So don't say nothing. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
Mayfield. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
54 Mike. Regular. 54. Hey, check. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Mike's 54. Rabbit. Alert. Mike's 5'4.
Mayfield to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. That's caught inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.